Here's something I've never seen before. It's a substitute for a pillowcase. It's a device that just goes on with a couple of elastic strips, and there you are right there. This is the Takachiho bus center, and that's taxicabs, of course, to the left. Taxicab drivers in here appear to be very professional. They dress nicely. They seem to be very helpful, proactively, honestly so, unlike the voracious thieves that you find almost everywhere else in the world. And what's interesting is the use of English. There, of course, is an information center. Makes sense to have some English there, along with, I'm sure, Japanese. It says the same thing. And then maybe not totally illogical to have this coffee and restaurant place. It doesn't even say anything in Japanese except for the name. And there are other places where you expect even fewer tourists that speak English, like on the route here, that had it in English also, and you wonder why. So I have the catbird seat, and the windows are nice and clean up front. Crossing one of the two bridges we saw from below in the gorge, which is right down there. Notice that this side mirror on the opposite side of the bus from the driver gives him a view right down against the front wheel on the side, so he can see his relationship to the curb. Some of the cars have a third mirror that does this. Last night the dividing line between lanes had not just reflectors, but it had blinking electric lights. Looks like rice paddies. I think the buses are rigged up to give a commentary when they're arriving at the next station. Impressive building. This is where the fellow lived that I talked with on the bus ride out, who had been an exchange student for a month in Seattle when he was a younger man. The highlands are up on top. A little bit curious looking landscape. The heavy erosion, it looks like, in a way. Sometimes very long tunnels, very long. Apparently there's a national park right in through here, which you can tell by looking at the ground that it has not been long since the snows have gone. Steep and rugged. And here is apparently another park. A glimpse of some very high mountains. I can't otherwise get a good shot of these peaks, but they look like they'd be pretty dicey to hike up into those things, if you can. Notice that he can speak to the bus passengers anytime he likes. Some kind of community building. These mountains look like you can get some pretty good hiking out of them. Notice that there's a fairly good size lane over on this side is for pedestrians and bicyclists, and then small one on that side. Only that's necessary to keep cars away from that curve, I suspect. This is an intelligent use of resources instead of being extravagance of almost a full lane on either side by it there. This is just part of it. I think this is the produce basket of Kumamoto, if not much of Japan. It certainly is designed to create vegetables at the earliest possible date. The richness of the soil. Sounded like you turned off the engine of the bus, thinking this was going to be a long wait at this intersection before we turn. Yep, just started up again. I just noticed also that you don't see ratty old cars so far. The bus driver dropped me off at Suizenji Park, which is the park I visited after I got into my hotel the other night, or hostel. And I think it's right up here, so all I got to do is retrace my steps to the park the other day, which is hang a left, find the left side perimeter of the park, and go up until I hit my T Street, take it right straight down to my place. This will save me about 45 minutes going down to the train station and getting a tram back to the same spot. A large shrine building, nothing outstanding. Just thought I'd get it with